It was a dreary afternoon when I first encountered the Zimbabwean spiritualist. I had traveled to Zimbabwe with a singular purpose, to seek wealth and power. The economy was failing in South Africa, and I needed something, anything, to change the course of my life. My pockets were empty, my ambitions endless. I was desperate for a solution, and I had heard whispers that there were powerful practitioners in Zimbabwe who could help one ascend to unimaginable heights. I was directed to a village on the outskirts of Harare, where an old man was said to possess knowledge beyond the ordinary. When I met him, he looked like any other elderly man, wrapped in tattered robes, his eyes piercing and ancient. He spoke of spiritual realms and rites that had been forgotten by many, but that he had preserved. After explaining my needs, he agreed to help. But the cost would be more than I had bargained for. "You want power, my child," he said with a cryptic smile. "But you must understand the price. You will need to collect the destinies of others to fuel your rise. It is not a task for the weak-hearted." At that moment, I did not care what he meant by that. I was so hungry for success, so desperate for change, that I agreed without hesitation. He handed me a small black calabash, about the size of a man's palm. Its surface was smooth, almost unnaturally so, and it seemed to absorb the light around it, giving off an aura of darkness. The spiritualist instructed me that I must use it carefully, for it was not a mere object. It was a vessel capable of taking people's destinies, leaving them hollow and cursed. He said the calabash had been passed down through generations. Its power derived from an ancient spirit that resided within it. I would be its vessel, and my task was to become a beggar in the streets. The plan was simple, or so it seemed. I was to act as a beggar in various parts of South Africa. But I had to choose my victims carefully. They needed to be people who were at a crossroads in life. Individuals with untapped potential, unfulfilled dreams, or those seeking to rise above their circumstances. The more ambition they had, the greater the power they could bestow upon me once their destinies were taken. I began my work in Johannesburg. I chose a busy street corner, one where the rich and powerful frequently passed. I would sit there each day, wearing ragged clothes, my eyes downcast as though I had no will to live. The calabash was always by my side, hidden beneath my cloak. I would hold it out occasionally, waiting for the right person to approach. At first, it felt wrong. I felt the pull of guilt, of humanity. But the need for power quickly drowned those feelings. Over time, the calabash became an extension of my being.